see what I have to deal with here, folks? All these towels were not on the floor like 20 minutes ago. And I was a nice guy, a nice pet parent, and let Squirrel Man out of his cage in the bathroom. And I come in and there's buckets knocked over, he's got the trash tore out. And now he has these knocked down and he's back in under there. He made him a nest in there. Look at his nest. He has him a big squirrel nest. You want to get back in the squirrel nest? I'm going to have to wash him anyway. You probably peed all over him and there's probably squirrel poop in there too, isn't there? You know better than this. These were like in a cabinet and he opened the door and knocked them out. He's done it twice. This old boy. What's going on here, big man? You're in trouble. Well, anyway, folks, I'm going arrowhead hunting in the next clip, so I'm going to go all day tomorrow and try to find some good stuff, and I'm going to try to talk my buddy Chuck into going. I don't know if he'll be able to make it after that walk up that hill yesterday, but I'm going to try to get him motivated. We're going to go try to find some nice Flint Ridge artifacts, so hopefully there'll be some Flint Ridge points at least after this. Later. Look here, he sets up pretty for his berries. Look here. Look at this boy. What's going on here, big man? It's the new thing is blueberries. Look at him. He's had like 10 of them already. Look at his belly. You got a big belly, Squirrel Man. We're gonna have to put you on a diet. Or get you a hamster wheel. What? Listen to him.
Alright, I'm sifting in West Virginia today. I'm in the water here. I'm right about under my feet where I sifted this out. There's gravel and stuff in here. And look at all the burnt up fire rock. And look here. Look at this big piece of translucent green chert. It's like that real nice green Amos point with the serrations that point towards the tip. Look, you can see there towards that it's real translucent. Hunter green, like moss looking stuff with stuff suspended in it, and it's from a river cobble. But I'm going to actually take that because the material, who finds green stuff? And look, there's red inclusions in it here. Stuff's just awesome. Yeah, I think it's as beautiful as any Flint Ridge, having that green, especially if you can get it with the red in it. But look here at my screen. I've been finding tools and stuff in here. I have some 3 or 4 real crude preforms, like of river cobbles, but I got a nice little point. I think it's an Amos. I can kind of see serrations on this side right here. Right there it is. Look, the little beetle got down in there. Get out of there, buddy. I'll just have to dump him out. But right here, there's been Amoses found in this area, and I've found them on this site before. And it's up for debate. I'd have to find a bunch more of them here, but this looks a heck of a lot like some of the non-serrated ones I find on strictly Amos Point sites, and I'm not too far away. Look at that material. Lightly ground base. It's ground, but it's not heavily ground, but I can feel it. It's got some polish. The notches do as well. Yeah, I can really feel it in that one. But there you go. That's pretty decent. Pretty decent point. I'll put up pictures and stuff, and I'll get back on my next find. I plan on staying here a little while and then going someplace else. I'll try to find maybe one more thing here in an hour, and if I don't, I'll go to another site upriver later. Little scraper. It's right here. You can see there, it's kind of rounded, and it's got work all on this. It's like an end scraper, and it's made of that green stuff, but this is the kind that's not translucent. It's more cherty. It goes from... There's a big variety in it. I'm going to try to do a video on it, but that's a little tool, and that's pretty nice. Hopefully I can get something else. It almost looks like it's been notched there a little bit. It's kind of cool. Later. Alright, I just sifted this out on the beach here. There's fire rock and stuff in here, you can see it. And I got a whole pocket full of flint. Look at this. It's like it's partially drilled from this side, and I mean it's right on the other side. There's another little drill hole, and I mean you can just tell it's just right on it. It looks like that was starting to be drilled. I'm going to save that. It's nothing spectacular, but it's kind of cool. You can see it there. It looks awful man-made to me, these marks. I'll look at it under a loupe later. I don't know what happened to Chuck today, but man, this place, we come up here yesterday,
And does this ever look good? Look at these fire pits falling out of the bank here. This is all ancient fired rock, and look at this big core. Look at that. You know, that's been in an Indian's hand right there. Look at this. And this is, and I mean the screens I've done are the best looking screens. Look at this up in here. Are some of the best looking screens I've done in years. Hopefully Chuck gets out with me again. I don't think he oh man, look at this. In that it washed. This is a pestle. Look, you can see right where it was laying there. No way. Look, you can see it. Well, it's been salvaged. It's some kind of, you can just see it's all packed. There isn't any doubt. Look at that. And you can tell it's work there over that. Man, I'll have to look here. I see a point right here in the water. Oh, no way, folks. This place is freaking loaded. Chuck was kind of telling me about this, and I was over here years ago, but it wasn't washed out like this. Man, Chuck, you messed up today, buddy. I'm gonna find multiple points. Multiples. Well, I'll turn this off. Here, the two more real good finds here in just seconds. Later. All right, see my sifter there? All of this stuff, see that fire rock tumbling down? Base clay right here. So all this material laying on this base clay has come out of that bank. And this is right where I found that point, like right over there. So I'm gonna scoop this off and I'll show you. I got a whole pocket full of flint already just from a couple beaches here. Several artifacts, a pestle. I'm gonna sift this out, and the first artifact I'm gonna show you. See what's in here. Let me get in my pocket here. I found several things in there, but nothing really worth filming. A whole pocket full of little tiny flakes, and I take them all so I'll know what I got. Let me get, I found this like preform in there. It's all been worked, but see, it's got the cortex of the river cobble on the back, and I found this little thing. It looks like a perforator, but that's all in there. Got a point right in here and a pestle, so this area was worth stopping at, and I'll keep coming back every now and then. Maybe I can get old Chuck to come up here with me, and then we'll have both be looking and find double the stuff. All right, there's a lot of stuff here on these places. Look, a big crack. All this is fire rock. There's flakes. I got another artifact right here. There's another flake up there. Every place I'm doing screens, I'm 100 yards away from where I was at, but look here. It's a little drill, but it's broke. Still pretty cool. An ancient drill. You know, that would have come up through there. Probably about that big. Little drill. Too bad that's broke, but I'm already happy for the day. Later, face. All right, you can see here. Here's a piece of Indian pottery. This is all out of the screen. Real nice piece of translucent flint, a flake. Look at this stuff. It's got blues in it and stuff, and I got a real tiny bird point. I mean, I'm usually looking early archaic sites where there's not much on them. That's why, you know, most of my videos have one find or something. I can come to places like this anytime and have a chance of finding 20 points if I stay like 12 hours, and I usually stay that long if I'm finding stuff. If I don't get tired, I can just find artifact after artifact after artifact, but a lot of this stuff's newer and it's not as fine. There's a little bird point here. It's not really notched, but I already looked at it. It's decent. A lot of people would be happy to find this, and believe me, I am. You know, it's right here. You can see how good this screen looks, but look at this little sucker. It's just a little bird point. It's got just a rough base on it. It's just a little crude one, but that's definitely what it is. It's a junker. It's only a couple dollar point, but it's okay. Later. All right, it's the next screen. You can see all this busted up fire rock and stuff. It's hard digging in here because it's on that clay pan, and I'm digging in here around this tire and just scooping the stuff off of it that's laying on it. Right here's another broken Arrowhead. I'd say that's the tip right there, and it would have been notched in here on both sides, but it's all busted up. You can see it there. It's definitely a point, but there's been an artifact
and flints almost in every screen. And that looks kind of packed, and that's hard stone. That might be a big hammer or something. There's just artifacts laying here everywhere. There's thousands of them in the water here. Later. Hey, you know, when you can come out and spend the time and find a real nice butterfly's Dora ball, you know you're doing good. But look at this, 50 yards of shoreline and 3 a fighting Irish basketball. It's still got air in it, soccer ball that's pumped up, and a Dora ball. And I see balls in front of me. I see life jackets. I could just pick up so much stuff. I might take the basketball and the soccer ball and give it to a kid, but I don't know about the Dora ball. But I'm still looking, folks. Later. There's so much stuff like this too. See this big, I don't know, that's probably 8x8 treated post. That thing will pretty much last forever with all that non-aging stuff it's soaked in. I'm probably going to take that on a kayak. You know, that has to cost $20, something like that. See, there's more there off something. I pick up truckloads of lumber too. I usually don't show that. When there's floods, I find brand new boards and stuff, treated lumber, 12 footers and stuff that are brand new. Some of them still have the stickers on it. See, there's another ball. There's a football right there. Take a look at it. I think it's a leather one, but it's all destroyed, and it's got the Steelers on it, so we're not even taking that. I hate the Steelers. Oh, I'm a Browns fan, folks. Later. I mean, folks, I've been going along this shoreline for a while, and look at this. I'm way out of my normal looking area, pretty much. I haven't been on video on these spots, you know, in the 3 years I've been doing this, but I got another artifact just laying out. Look back up under, there's these fire pits leaching out of this bank. This is unbelievable. I've been here on these spots. I've really looked the whole length of the Ohio on the border of West Virginia and Ohio and even other places. I was just seeing if I could get a twofer here real quick. I just got out on this beach, and the first place I looked, there was an artifact laying right in the fire rock. Let's look here real quick and see if there's anything else. See, there's still evidence. I can sift all in here. See, you can see how it's tumbling right down out of the bank there, out of this. See it all in here. Oh man, this looks good. These are all ancient Indian campfires coming out right here. I don't see nothing else. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna find something sifting right in here. At least for the beach here, the water's up a little. But let's pick up this. It's over here by my kayak. Pulled out right here because I saw the rock. And right up in here, you can see there's something laying right there. It's a little knife. It's almost like it's some kind of little tool. Let me see, you know, that's nice. That's gonna be real nice flint, and it's a pretty decent tool, but you know, that's decent. That's just where it was worked. That's not broke at all. That's just like a platform on the piece where they were working it down. That's probably what they were using, or that end. That's decent, you know, it's not a serrated Amos point. It's delicate, but it's still an artifact, and it's nice material. I'll take it. You can see there the working. Later, folks. All right, I got another point. It's broke, but it would have been real nice. It's a dime thin Jack's Reef point, like an intrusive mound. It's made of Coshocton chert, and this is Coshocton chert. I'm a little bit closer to that source today, so I can find river pebbles and stuff next. This is damaged, but I'm going to show it just because it would have been a cool point. I already picked it up. I believe it's fire popped apart. You can see the tip's gone and it's damaged here, but just look at the thinness. It's just classic, and right there's a fire pop, and it blew it apart and blew the tip off. It's been in a fire, but still a decent find. It's a Jack's Reef, definitely. Later. All right, I'm back here now. Found them arrowheads. Plus, I managed to get this out. I had to bring it across the river to Ohio. That's pretty heavy. It's a little waterlogged, but not much, and that's a treated like 8x8, and that can come in handy. Can't leave stuff like that. Well, I can't. That's an expensive piece of wood. It'll pretty much last forever too, so there's another plus. we'll incorporate that in here for edging or put a bird feeder on it or something. Later.